Now, when you open your storyline, this will be the interface which will appear. Yeah, this is what we will be doing in our first module to begin with, right? So this is what I ask you to do, download that trial version. I have a trial version of Articulate 360, while I have a perpetual licensed version of Articulate Storyline 3, which I was showing you over here. This is the one. The Storyline 3 is a licensed version, what I have it. So even for me, this trial expires, which I have taken right now. Doesn't matter. I can quickly kind of switch on to my 3 because everything is same. Whatever file you create over here in your Storyline 360, you can open it in your Storyline 3 also. Everything is same. It's only that the licensing difference with little bit of more features which are there in your 360, which you will not find in a desktop version, right? Yeah, you can add it to profile. What you can do, I'll show you that also. Since you asked me, I will go tell you right here itself. So you click on this publish button. Yeah, then you have these options. So what you can do, you can publish. If you want to give it for review, you can publish in 360. You can publish in web, or you can publish in a video, or whichever format. Now, suppose you want to publish it, but you want to like kind of give them like a review kind of a thing. So they can see the course. They cannot change anything of the course. You can click on this and then choose that particular file which you would like to, or you can publish it locally over here. Let's put it in the review 360 and click on the button publish. So what happened? It get published out, but it'll publish be in your account. Then it'll generate a URL. Yeah. Once it generates, let me just show you over here previews. It's publishing, creating slides. I just have to cancel it. Don't want to publish it right now, but I'll show you publish in the over here web. So here, yeah, you view the project now, and there we go. Now this is published in your local drive. Okay. What you can do instead of that, you can publish it in the 360 here. Close it, publish, and your review 360. Let's see, publish it. It's gonna take time. Hold on, did I choose one slide? Because I chose multiple. That's why it's coming in tab project. Let me choose a single slide. I think that's going to be a little faster. Yeah, see, I'm so fast. So it depends on the file size. See here now. Yeah, this is got published, this single slide. So it'll give you a URL. See the URL. I want to watch out the URL. 360 articulate review content. Yeah, under my account. Okay. And what you do, you take this URL, and you put it in your, what you say, your that portfolio. Suppose you created a portfolio where you have your profile and list of courses. So you mention like this. You mention what is the course about. So let's say it's an introduction to something, whatever, something. This is just a sample to show you. So likewise, the course like this. Again, you mentioned the topic. You can give a brief detail also. Let's say like a quick idea what exactly the course. You can type in that particular detail a little bit and then say, so you can number it. Let's say course 1, sample 1. So let's say sample 1, and what is the topic about the e-learning course. A little bit of description can be given. So what happens when people click on it, they will be able to view this interface. This interface will come over here. Yeah, you're welcome. I'll just publish it. You check it out, all of you. This is your idea how this interface will look like. Click on that. Got it? Can you see the same? Like this? See, you may not be able to view yours. I mean, The content which you upload will stay there. However, you can remove your content if you would like to be. But you cannot upload the content because your trial expired.
Yeah, that's
I'm not sure whether your content will vanish because I've never faced that scenario. But your content will stay there because everything is getting uploaded in the your Articulate 360. The moment you have your account, this will stay. But the moment you delete your account for any reason, this will go away because everything is saving in your account, but in their in their cloud. Exactly. Feedback and all that, if you want over here, you can kind of make a little bit of, like, let's say, disable comment or something. You can do all that little bit of setting changes which you can do towards your. If you click on the three dots, you will have the option. I hope everybody got the idea what exactly it is. Right. So I request you to also use this URL, save this URL forever with you, because this URL will give you the user guide for the entire Articulate. Most of the main things are there in that user guide. If you just click on it, this is where you will land up. Please check the chat box. I have uploaded it over there, the 360 user guide. Yeah, so anywhere you're stuck, of course, I'm here to help you. However, this will be for your reference on how to do each of these things. You have further hyperlinks, so you will be able to get an idea how you have to work around with these multiple options. You have the questions for question editor, results, question bank, etc. Right. Sabina, would you mute yourself? There's a little bit of background here. Thank you so much. Yeah, so content library, all that part is there. So this is like a reference. We'll be anyway covering, but in case you would like to refer anytime, then you have an option. For instance, if you go to here, let's say recording screenshot, you click on it. It's loading. Yeah, there we go. So you will be able to see that option, like what you should do to do the screen recording, launch the screen recorder, then what are the steps involved, and select your recording option. We'll be doing it, all of it. So, but you have the description if you are referring to this particular URL which I've posted. So you can save it somewhere so that you can refer as and when required this particular URL, right? And of course, so you can change the slides. So what I want you to do, if you're already able to open, very able to open, guys, your Articulate, yeah, then please open it by going to your this option. You can type in Articulate over here, or you can go to your that main interface and say launch the course Articulate. Open one slide by clicking on it. For instance, suppose you're here, right? Click on new project and then click on the slide. Everybody with me? Then what you can do, you can choose the slide size. Go to design and then click on slide size. I want you to do a default setup of 16:9. From the drop down, please choose 16:9 because 16:9 will give you more space on the screen. That's what we need when we have to do practice or work around with projects. So choose it. The default you will see is 4:3. You click on the drop down and choose 16:9. And then please don't forget to this click on this button, which for me it's already great because I've chosen as a default. Current default size. Click on that. Are you all with me? You have to click on this. First choose from the drop down, this drop down. And then second, you click on current size and then you click on OK button. Are you with me? You need to respond, people. Okay. So if you don't select the current default size, then every time you will receive this 4:3, which is a default one. So this is a recommended one because it will help you to have more space on the screen. And then say, okay, for me, it's already the same. I don't have to click on default because it's already a default version of, right? So this is changing the slide size. So basically you have two sizes, 4:3 and your 16:9 is a width screen. Wide screen is what we require basically. Right? And of course, you need to save a new project. So what you do to save a new project, you go to your file and you have other options. You see a storyline option. So basically, you may say save auto recovery information every 10 minutes. However, often even if you do this setting, it doesn't work, it get malfunction sometimes, especially when your articulate hangs. Suppose you're doing too much of characters and too much of clicks here and there, then it may hang and then it'll create a problem. Though you can set this, save auto recovery information every 10 minutes or so. So please do make that a little bit of adjustment in your existing articulate. This general setting basically, and say, okay. Alternatively, if you want to save a new project, you go to file and of course you save it from here. You save as, and you save it to a particular place where you wanted it. From here, file and then save as. When you're sending the project to other people, I told you have a couple of options. Option number one, you can take create a file. Like let's say you're using the LMS base. So the moment you publish it, you will have courses. You can compress those, your SCOM file into the zip folders and you can share it. You can upload it to your shared drive of your company and share it. Alternatively, that will be editable format. Remember, they can make changes accordingly. You can upload it to the LMS also. Alternatively, you can upload a dot story file, but to upload a dot story file, others should have that dot story, the articulate storyline installed in their laptop. Otherwise, this will not work. Or else, if you want for review and all, then they will not be able to edit, but you can show them through by publishing it on the review or as a video. If you're downloading it as a video, then you have to again upload the file. This is again, we have a separate module, guys, on this section. But perhaps this is the introduction, so I'm just kind of giving you a brief idea on this. This is what I was referring. Publish it on Review 360. Any file can be published in Review 360, right? Now understand the difference between scene and a slide, right? Let me just close this. Yeah. So what you see right now, see there on my screen, these boxes, the squares, can you see, people? These squares are basically, we call them scene. I can put it like this also, scene. Each scene contains a slide. These are slides in a scene. So this entire preview, this whole preview, it is called story view. Because this gives you a complete idea on what are the different branches of a particular course, the story view. So a course has these branches, you can see it over here. This is a starting scene with a red color flag, which you can see over here also in the number 1. Follow my cursor. And then 1, 2, 3. You can change the indexing also accordingly. Let's say this number 6 you wanted to be 2. Then it'll come over here 2. Let me retain it as a number 6. There we go. Right. So the story view is an overview of the entire set of scenes or branches, what you have it in your course, entire course. Each course consists of usually multiple scenes. Scenes can be connected to each other. This is a flat one. I'll show you connected one also. And then each scene contains multiple slides. That's what we are referring. So if I just go here, let's say I click on this. So this is a slide. So scene contains slides. A scene will have multiple slides. Clear? Yeah. Now, sometimes your scene can have a multiple slides and branching. Then it could look something like this, which I'm showing you on the screen, perhaps. This is a screenshot of it, taken from a particular course. So your story view will give you about the branching. Can you see these gray color lines? These small gray color lines over here. See, this is a scene, this is a scene, this is a scene, this is a scene, this is a scene. Each scene is connected to each other. How? That is being shown in your story view, especially when you branch out. Let's say I click on the slide, I got a right answer. Then I will be going to the next slide. Let's say not next, but I'll be jumping to this slide. So this connection which you make in the branch, like it's like a tree. Tree has multiple branches. But from this branch to that branch also you can connect. And that is what will be shown in a story view, especially for a course which is highly branched. So the red lines, which you see here, now can you see very carefully the red lines over here? You can see here, these are red lines, some of them. These are gray lines. So red lines are basically triggers, yeah, which will help you to see that how is a course branched or linked. This, this slide, this particular slide, if you see here, this slide is connected to this slide through these branches, this slide and this slide also, this one. So how is the branching taking place? If the learner chooses one option, they'll land up here. If another option, they'll land up here. If another option, land up here. So that is what is being shown in a story view. Easy to see in a story view. Perhaps you can see in this image. Yeah, so this is a picture and a little bit more finer version of it. So how do we get it? Basically, we have a trigger for this slide, multiple triggers. That is helping the branching out to take place. Yeah, and then you have this, can you see bottom over here? I want you to watch out over here. The bottom of the screen over here. So you have in your PowerPoint also, you will have those options. So basically, those options are referring to your, you can see this is where you have story view. Let me just close a notation. This is story view. So I can click on it and I'll be able to see the story view. I want to see the slide view. There we go. I want to see the preview. Then here also you have a preview option. See, preview. This slide, this scene or selected slide on tab project. This scene means among these multiple scenes, this is a part of the second scene, basically. So this entire scene will be previewed. Right now, I'm here on this particular slide of a scene. This one, maybe. Yeah, so this is there here also. This is like a shortcut kind of a thing. You have it here, the same thing you have it over here. The story view is here as well as you have it over here also. This slide view, you have it here also, because you will be able to see from here also when you click on it. Clear? I'm just trying to orient you to the interface of it so that you're getting familiarity. This part what I was referring over here, story view and slide view. It's basically to navigate to a particular course accordingly. Yeah, you can switch between the story view quickly. Let's say here, story view, and then you can look into the slide view. There's a publish, basically. I just preview is this previewing the course now by clicking on that shortcut button. You can cancel the preview. It's going to go back. See here. Now it's a slide view. Everybody? But mainly understand storyline, you need to understand these things. Slides, I told you, these are the slide. Scene, did we understand the scene, guys? There are multiple scenes in a story. Story is your course. Yeah. And each scene will have multiple slides. Now, the most important thing, each slide will have multiple triggers. It can also have multiple layers and states. Yeah. So now watch out. Is a story clear, guys? Story view? Yes. Right. Now you have a slide view. Yes. And a scene. These are multiple scenes. You can see over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 scenes are there. Each scene have multiple slides. Now I'm moving to this building block, which is trigger, state, and layer. So you will find towards your right hand side, if you just extend it, there is a panel called trigger. So we click on this button to create a new trigger. This is a default trigger. Okay. We create multiple triggers and we have multiple options for it. And then we have something called layers. So now there's a single layer. There's only the base layer. You can mention it in the corner. I want please check the corner now. This side, watch out this side. This is a base layer. At this moment, what we're seeing is a base layer. Right? You can create layers, further layers by clicking on this new layer button. Please see the cursor, my cursor, towards the bottom right hand corner, new layer. And on the top of the existing layer, you can create another layer. I'll show you how to do it and all that as we move on to the code. This is just an introduction. And then also you have your states. So each, like this is an image picture. You can click on this, then you can create more states. So if you see here, edit button, and then you can say new states, the multiple states can be created. That's what they call it, states. I'm canceling now. Okay, people, are we following it?